Police are still searching for a suspect in a Saturday night car crash that injured 3 people. Police say that the accident was caused by street racing, a trend that they want to shut down as fast as possible. 2 people are behind bars this morning in connection to a Bloomington homicide that happened in October of last year. But police say another person wanted in this case is still on the run. So now turning to the very latest on the violent riots that happened all while you were sleeping. Yet another violent weekend as the River City saw its 22nd homicide so far this year. I'll be there in just a second, guys. But first, I want to tell you how important this is right here. All these donations, I mean, this is what, 24 hours ago we started with nothing? This is what the people of Central Illinois are really all about. Just bringing in donations, coming in for people they've never met before. Out to Normal now, where the race for mayor is a repeat of 2017. Incumbent Chris Coos is now declaring victory over challenger Mark Tiratilli. And meanwhile, down in the state capitol, state lawmakers are looking into some ways now to help people struggling to pay their rent or even their mortgage. If you guys find the time to get out to the little town of Manitou, trust me, it's worth it. There's a little place called Burt's Hot Stuff that seriously takes every dish to the next level. Let's head out there for this week's You Gotta Eat. Thank you so much. Now, the search for solutions and a cure for COVID-19 is the goal for scientists right now. Richard Engel gives us a rare glimpse inside one company's vaccine production process.
You look more like a satchel side
I would wear a
purse
satchel.
kind of
Indiana
guy.
Jones wears one. The Biden administration is taking aggressive action to battle COVID, though, unleashing a brand new plan to fight new challenges that are fueling this pandemic. Well, just days after the first presidential debate, the campaign is now about to shift rapidly. Good morning and welcome back to 25 News Today. I'm Luke Burdsall. We begin this morning with some breaking news for your final half hour of the show. President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump have now both tested positive for COVID-19. Now, it has been a really challenging year for a lot of people, especially for small businesses. Takeout has once again become the name of the game here.
Okay, this story is bananas.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S. An officer in Michigan pulled over this banana car. Instead of giving the driver a ticket, though, the officer gave him cash. Enjoy it while you got it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Folks, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful and safe morning.
All right, everybody. Good morning.
We'll see you at noon.
Here's a question. When was the last time you hit the road in search of something out of the ordinary to eat?
Oh, yeah, admit it. It's probably been a while, right? Well, yeah, that's exactly why I hit the road. And I'll be honest, I may have gotten a little bit lost in time for this week's You Gotta Eat.
Let's head out to Fairbury and get lost in time. And the good news here is that we don't need a DeLorean to do so. Although a flux capacitor would be nice, I will admit. But no, this place is called Lost in Time. Now, part of the reason it's called that is because every dish is made from scratch using recipes handed down from none other than Grandma. And everything is sourced from all over the town of Fairbury. It's a town that supports one another. A tradition seemingly lost in time. Aha! See what I did there? Owner Sally Gimbel says the food is so genuine that
produce in the summertime comes right out of the garden.
Wow, we're so in sync. We practically finish each other's
sentences.
Well, I was thinking sandwiches, but you know what? We'll get there one day. Anyway, speaking of sandwiches, that drive out here made me work up quite the appetite. Sally, what are you recommending for me?
Butter, poppy seed, garlic dressing on a sub bun, ham fresh from Twin Oak Meats, and then put together with Swiss cheese, and it's everybody's favorite.
Well, go ahead and sign me up for one of those, because one bite from this guy and you may never want to leave this place. Now, all that savory flavor really does add up to something quite special here. But how about something healthier to finish off? Well, they do make an incredible Cobb salad as well. And as is the theme here, the dressings are all made from an old family recipe as well. I went for their take on ranch dressing to drizzle on top, and whoa boy, it took this salad to a whole nother level. Take note of all the fresh veggies in there too, huh? Oh, come on guys, don't congratulate me on eating my greens. Please, stop. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Ugh. But speaking of green, you're not going to need to spend a lot of it here. The total only came out to $24.85. Oh, come on, don't judge my chicken scratch handwriting. I know it's bad. But Sally says she sees customers come from all over the place to try her recipes. And now that I've been here, I could say it is worth a trip out to Fairbury. Because you gotta eat.
Yeah, and it's not shown there, but they make an incredible cinnamon roll that, seriously, it will knock your socks off. Again, using those very sought-after recipes that are simply lost in time. And if you're into history too, why not ask one of the waitresses all about the history of that building? They'll be glad to tell you. You can find it at 200 East Locust Street out in Fairbury.
And we were so lucky because you brought some of the cinnamon rolls from that restaurant here at the station.
I put them in the break room, Simone, and they were gone in 5 minutes. But I did make sure to give you and Jesse one.
You did. And thank you guys for sending that to us. We're always starving here in this newsroom. So, hint,
so good.
Bring the food on.
So good.
Sometimes getting away from the ordinary can make for the best experience.
That's exactly right. And I found a place for us to eat dessert first in this week's You Gotta Eat.
When you're inside this charming Mackinac store, you might not suspect to find one of the best hidden gems here in central Illinois. Let me introduce you to the tea room at the depot.
It's somewhere you maybe don't come every day, so when you come, you definitely have to indulge.
Well, don't mind if I do. And what's the tea room without pouring myself a cup of tea? Ooh, I feel so fancy. And here's the coolest part. Your meal comes like this.
My advice is always start at the top and work down.
The top? You mean like this right here? Dessert? Sheesh. Okay, I like that idea. Beth, where were you when I was growing up?
Our coconut cream pie, I feel like, it is where it's all at.
I mean, really, need I say anything at all? Just take a gander at the fluffy cream atop this beauty. Now, I promise you, with every single bite, you'll be making this face that you see right here. Let's keep this gravy train rolling with the middle tier, aka the entree. Ham and provolone panini with a praline glaze or a praline glaze, depending on how you say it, right on the inside. This is called the Miss Molly, and it's known to be one of their top sellers here, and for good reason too. Do not sleep on this last plate here, folks. The house dressing is unmistakable and rounds out this meal in such a delicious way. Whoever knew a salad would make such a yummy dessert? And look, once you're done, no need to stress about that bill whatsoever because it came out to just $22.56. So if you don't mind me, I'm gonna take this in and enjoy the tea room before I head out. But by all means, call and make a reservation and come on by because you gotta eat.
You certainly do. And you can find the tea room at the depot at 301 North Main Street out there in Mackinac. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Now, I'm not a tea drinker, but I thought you'd drink your tea with the pinky out.
Pinky
like
out? I didn't want to be too fancy for all you guys at home. It's too early to be that fancy.
It looks good, though. Well, you know, it's the time of the end of the week when we find some of the best restaurants in the area to chow down.
That's absolutely right. But of course, sometimes it's such a big job, so I finally decided that it was time to break down and bring in a special guest for some help for this week's You Gotta Eat.
You know, I get a lot of comments from you guys saying I eat way too much food on this program. Hey, it's a fair read, but I do so to show you a wider variety of food. But I could stand to use a little help sometimes. Who do I know that has good looks, charisma, and an appetite that rivals my own? No. Oh, wait, I know. Now I just have to let General Manager Julian Bonello know that I have a +1.
I just can't believe I get to meet Simone Doughton.
Yeah, I mean, Luke Burdsall's here too, but forget it. Simone, why don't you tell the people all about this place?
Well, it's not hard to imagine why CYD'S is constantly busy. Just look at the aesthetic. You got the incandescent lit cool vibe on the inside and nothing but beautiful scenery if you're dining out.
And you could really see the customers taking a liking to the outdoor area, which is where I got us a table for two, Simone. So let's move on out there to the main event. Simone, what did you order?
It's one of their classic menu items that follows the old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Turkey Club has graced this menu for years because customers like me just can't get enough. The turkey meats with the red peppers and house-made bread in a mouth-watering way.
And speaking of mouth-watering, Julian, I see you guys have a spicy chicken sandwich, something a little bit newer to the menu here. Now, I consider myself something of a spicy chicken sandwich connoisseur, and by that, I mean I'm at Chick-fil-A almost every day.
Okay, well, you will love it. You will love it. I mean, from the chicken to the breading, it's all made in-house.
They told me to break out the napkins, and they were not kidding. This right here is better than Chick-fil-A. There, I said it. It's crispy, it's sweet, and it's spicy, and it's a combination that'll leave you wanting more with every single bite. It's a messy good time.
I want some. Hope you don't mind. And I can't believe in a lifetime that I never tried sweet potato fries. These are incredible. Why didn't I get that?
Well, you got a classic menu item, where me, I went with the new kid on the block. And I'm starting to remember why I do these alone. But based on trying both plates here, you really can't go wrong. Both our bills here added up to about $35, roughly $17 per person before the tip. So why not make a reservation here at CYD'S in the park? Because...
Ooh, can I do this one?
Oh, you go, girl.
Because you gotta eat.
CYD'S in the Park is located at 5805 North Knoxville Road there in Peoria, and they're open Wednesday through Saturday. Make sure you make a reservation, though, because it fills up fast, as we learned.
Yeah, it was so fun doing another You Gotta Eat, especially with you.
And if you didn't remember, Simone used to do it before I took it over.
Luke's a master at it.
Oh, man.
Thanks for including me.
She flatters me. Joe, maybe next time.